Greetings everyone, welcome back to some more SimCity 4. Now, we are currently paused here in New Garden Vale, my latest city as you can see, because we have to put the brakes on everything that we are doing. Why? Because this is our second take of this city, our second attempt to continue building this wonderful city, and still, highway to nowhere. The reason why we have to do that is because we run into a little bit of a problem with this particular city that I didn't encounter, or I didn't really count on, rather. I meant to say there, sorry about that. And that is thus. You can see here we've got our manufacturing and our high-tech building quite reasonably okay here. I was going to continue this along there after repairing that section of track, obviously. However, things go wrong. You can see right now that we currently have about 5,000 people going across the bridge, entirely too many, which is why I have ye old lovely rail right over here, a second bridge, and indeed I was going to build a third bridge right along here. That is what we did while expanding my high tech, because I do have demand. Demand is there. And my people were so happy that I expanded there. They were so happy that I gave them extra ways across the water. They were so happy I repaired the rail that they decided to break. Everyone over here suddenly didn't know how to get across the water. They just didn't. No one had a job. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. And as you can see here, let's see, can I, yeah, you can see here, right, they're crossing, so is it commute time, is that what's going on? No, it's a short commute. If you look at commute time is down at about 0.6. Once I repaired this, it drops to about 0.4, and underneath that as well. So yeah, they just didn't know how to get over there. It didn't make any sense. I think I broke the network Addon Mod is what happened. I don't really know how I did it. So before we do anything else, we have to do the following. Regrettably. Most regrettably, we must do the following. That demand that we have cannot be allowed to come in. It just can't. It cannot be allowed to grow here. Until further notice, this area is off limits to our high-tech needs and requirements. So nope, none of this, not allowed, nope. Can't do it, it ain't gonna be allowed. So instead, we have to find a way to put that over here in this area. Luckily for me, and my handy dandy Bulldozer 5000, we've got options, oh yeah. That's a good place. Oh, don't want to get too many. Don't want to get innocents caught up in the blast. Alright. I think that'll do it. Quite a-okay. We're going to put this back on in here. We're just going to do a little bit of drawing, not going to break this up at all. We're just going to do solid. Oh. I guess you're not as innocent as I thought you were. I'm sorry. Do nice solid draws here. Now, we only have demand for high-tech, so only high-tech will grow here. If anything other than high-tech grows here, we're in a lot of trouble, boys and girls. So we're going to have high-tech coming in there. We're going to have high-tech somewhere else, too. Where are you going to be? Alright, let's kill you. You are temporary anyway. Let's relocate this area over here. To where? Nothing else is going in here. Boom! Solved. Alright, so let's see if that... Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. And look at that. And look at that. Look at that. That too. Oh, this is going well. Exactly what we need. Exactly where we need it. Did not do wonders for our budget, but that's okay. Along with the high tech, which we still have demand for, we also demand for commercial. And once again, we know if we do it over here, we're in a lot of trouble. So we are not going to do it over there. We are going to repair this track, which is still going to cause us issues, because right now there's no unemployed, right? And we were at like 38,000-ish people. We're going to have unemployed now that I connected that. Just you wait and see. Also, we learned something amazing. Look at this. They're using it. A friend of mine calculated why they were using this. Apparently, there's just enough. But they're saving time because of speed. It is not that much more than going straight across the one-way road. That given the lack of speed requirement, they can go across, over, and down, and actually save time on everything. It's kind of amazing. But alright, we need some commercial. We were going to save to do this later, but unfortunately later might never come if we don't do this immediately. So I'm going to go and I'm going to say UR4, and I'm going to say UR4. I wanted to keep a space in there, but if I go here right now, with the mod I don't have installed, that turns into a sidewalk. I don't want it to see a sidewalk there. It looks really, really bad. So I'm going to do this and this. It's so sad. It is, you know, just getting me right in the feels that I have to build in this particular fashion. Because I really didn't want to. I didn't really want to build in this really, really close fashion like this. All neighborhooded. But it does keep itself in line with my original garden veil. So, a little bit split on that. You know, I don't want to build this way, but it keeps the style alive that we are accustomed, so hard to say what I really feel about this, you know? Now, this area over here, sadly, is overwhelmed. On the bright side, that means there's customers here, so this should actually build rather a-okay. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. If you see an area that's actually quite populated with traffic, what you want to do is, you know, have some commercial there, because the commercial gets really, really well with the customers. It's why one really, really basic building strategy. Let's check my. Speed that up real quick. You can build. Making money, losing money, making money. Okay. Okay, making money. While that's running and building up and things like that, let me run this by you real quick. One of the really most basic ways of actually building up, right, is to have like a little square, at a much larger scale, obviously, than this. But you have like a block of your residential, right? And around them, you typically want to have another block of, let's say, your commercial, because your people are forced to go out, and as they're going out, they're giving the commercial customers. If we did this in reverse, then it might not go quite as well. So your people come out, they're forcing the commercial to develop because they've got customers there, and after that you can have, you know, your general industrial area. If it's high-tech, it can go mixed in with the commercial, depending on what kind of look you're going for. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that I kind of didn't want to do. I like building in like large patches of zones, like residential here, and then they can decide to hit up the commercial on the outskirts, or go across the bridge for the industrial. But apparently something about this, despite it not being a long commute, something about these bridges, I just don't like it, man. I just don't like it at all. But we've got 34,000 people. We want to get back into 40,000 this episode, so let's continue building. But before I continue building, I want to go into my presence here Yeah, you, there we go, radio station on the corner. That's not building quite as well as I was hoping for, actually. Is that road itself not doing so good? No, it actually isn't. It's the diagonal one. Huh, fascinating. We'll see about that later. In the meantime, we have to build to the left. So this is where we queue this little area in here, right? And we start thinking about what we want to do with this. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Because right now, I think, therefore I am, very, very, very confused. I think I'm going to keep this pretty much the same. So we have, after this, we've got about 180, and then we hit that. Is that what we have here? No way. No way. Because from here to here is... So okay, from the road to the road is 240. So from the road to the road, right here, it's supposed to be 240. So let's destroy this little guy. Gotta keep it a little bit symmetrical for those of you who really, really love looking at those kind of things. And we're just gonna see that going that way. Gonna see this going over here. There we go. Perfecto. And I'm not sure what's gonna come off there, so let's just snip that off right as well. Okay, I'm gonna put it back actually. I can see it looking straight across. It fits perfectly, doesn't it? See that? It fits very, very well. It's even nice and gentle too. I'm gonna keep that. It's nice and gentle. It doesn't seem to have like a very, very steep incline to it. It's a bit hilly. It's a bit hilly. Not gonna lie there. But it's not too bad. So we're gonna keep it. All right. So we got that there. We got that there. Now what we had originally was this, right? I think I'm gonna keep that general as well because it looks very, very good. This, on the other hand, I'm not gonna keep. I'm not gonna just like arbitrarily keep building in 2600 block stretches. So I don't think we even did that over here either. Yeah, this was more random. That was more random. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say this naturally just connects on up. That's going to be a block. I don't know how it's going to be a block, but it's going to be a block. And in the meantime, snip that off. Okay. Now, similar, we're going to take our water, actually. Yeah, see? Let's water this area up. Alright, now that that is all nicely watered here, let's go and take some more commercial, because this is going to be a fairly... There should be a fairly well-trafficked area. Especially... Oops, that's spacebar. Yikes. There we go. Especially given that there's only one way across here. That's going to, of course, give us problems. But those problems are future problems, so we're not going to worry about them just yet. There will be another way across here. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe I can use a flexible underpass system to continue this little avenue underneath there that I got going. I don't know, I've never used the flexible underpasses. It might be what we need. Let's see, what else do I want to do here? Well. I think what I want to do is have this divided about like so. Maybe run that across there. Because then this way I have enough room for 3 and potentially a 4 later while still having room back behind there. Like this can go into a skyscraper, right? And there's still room to put in, you know, plazas or whatever bribery that I want to throw in there as well. Same thing over here. Got that going there. I'm not going to actually put anything else on this. I want to minimize that if at all possible. Might not be, but we're going to make the attempt regardless. Let's see, how much of that do we have? We got quite a bit, huh? Quite a bit. Okay. Alright. we are, it looks like, bound and determined to have that as well be a little bit of commercial, but I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap there so we can do some bribery if necessary. I wanted to leave, you know, gap here too, just didn't kind of work out that way. Are you going to build? Are you going to build for me? Oh, they're building. Look at that. They're building them pretty well too. When there's a huge demand, man, they don't care where they go for their jobs. I want to build people here, but their jobs for them are going to be over there. I don't know about that. That sounds like we're just beginning a new problem, you know? This area is pretty stable right now. Nothing new really has to come in here. Nothing really. Unless. Here's what is unless. Unless we take this, and we just arbitrarily just break this into sections. Oh, look at them trains. Choo choo. But we flip this around and make some more commercial over in here. Along this stretch. And now we're also going to take, there's an easier way of doing this, that you can actually like put in turning lanes or some freaking thing. I do it the ghetto way, and I just connect that like so they can turn around and go wherever they need to. Every couple of blocks, every couple of buildings rather. Just turn that around so they can go and do whatever. But I try and keep it off of the empty spot, because the empty spot is probably going to be mass transit. So here, they can go to there, they can go down to there. I want to keep it off the empty spot and have it right next to it instead. Same thing here. They just turn around at their leisure. Something like that and like that. Same thing right here. You can just turn around and have some fun. This area definitely needs one, because if this guy like had a job over here, for example, no, bad example. Let's say this guy, even better example, let's say this guy wanted to work there. On this avenue, he'd have to get into his car, drive all the way down, loop all the way around, and drive back over. Now you can just be like, zoop, 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 and it's all good. We call that efficiency. This is naturally broken up, so I'm going to leave that. This is doing pretty well. I'm going to just finish that off there and there. Is there anything else we need to do? That works. Okay. So this area should be pretty efficient. Son, if you don't get those off of your head right now, I will kill you. Thank you. Oh, we have a problem with our power systems. Still doing okay? We still doing okay? 12-9. No, we are not. We are not doing all that well. That's a shame. Capacity used, condition, we're all good on that one. Okay, now here's the kicker. We've got some okay, never mind. We just have more commercial that needs to be put in. Commercial needs to be put in its place, apparently. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Alright, where should it go? And what is this? What is that for? Why did I make that? I don't even remember. I'll tell you what, let's save right now. We are making money, and that's a really, really, really good thing. But I guess that's gonna... I don't remember. I don't remember what that was going to be. Well, whatever it's going to be, whatever it was, it now is going to be connected. And we will embrace this. This is going to go all the way to here. And I'm going to have this come into it, like so. Okay. Give me an extension. Give me a connection. Alright. Now can I be a dick and cut that off? Nope. Will not form a solid connection. It has to go into a T like that. Alright. Okay. There we go. There we go. Also, this over here, don't you think that really needs to connect in? Like there and... Okay, not... I could, but... What is the point of this? They're gonna come down, they're gonna get off, they're gonna hit here. That'll never be used regardless. Yeah, that'll never be used. This one will be used, because it'll be like dupe, dupe, and then get on if they need to go to nowhere. Okay, this is completely useless. This one is useful, because I'll be able to travel wherever they need to on that one. Other than that, this was so useless. Oh, look at that. Is that like all one building? Yeah, wow. What? That is all one building? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 by 4 turned into the Lee Shopping Mall. 6 by 4, ladies and gents. 6 by 4. I did not know that happened. Or if I did, I forgot it. Alright, so we've still got some people over here, because I guess they want to come... Yeah. Where are you going? They don't know, they're just vanishing. Oh, to hit up this area... Wait a minute. How did these have any customers before I connected this? Because this is a one-way road. Who was working there and how? How? I don't think that made much sense, but that is going to be okay. Let's have this enlarge itself just a touch. Just a touch. There we go. Alright, so I think we solved that problem. And I'm going to begin building some more people over here. Let's say, what are we going to say? Is this going to be a potential skyscraper area? I think it is. This is potentially a skyscraper, so it's got to be 4. Which means that 3 is a little weird. Don't you think? I'm going to build in 4s purposely now, because these skyscrapers are going to be 4s. So that makes sense right there, right? What doesn't make sense is that road. If this is going to be a 4, then I've got 3 spaces that are going to be useless unless I want to put something right smack back to back on it. And I don't know, how many times do you normally see skyscrapers literally touching other buildings like that? It doesn't really happen very often, does it? So there needs to be space. So either this needs to come up or this needs to go down. I think it needs to go down. Down 2. Down 2 seems to make sense. Or down 2, so there's like a space there, right? Now unfortunately, since we cut that completely through, that has to die. Sorry about that. Put that back right away for you. There we go. And now let's build ourselves a little bit of a neighborhood over in here, because we've got like little... I don't want to have just strips of things, right? I've been kind of avoiding that so far when at all possible. I'm going to avoid it here too. Those might be skyscrapers, I get it, they're their own thing. But this area in here is not going to be, because I don't want too many skyscrapers. I don't want just a land of skyscrapers, you know? So let's arbitrarily decide that this is going to be a 3 forever and ever and ever. But I'm still going to keep the 4. And this is going to be a thing there as well. This will be a thing here. And a thing here. We're instantly adjusting, so we see it doesn't really work out quite well. So we're going to adjust this. We're going to have a road up here. We're going to have a road up here. And there might be something else in the middle. We don't know yet. We only know there's going to be a road there, road there. We're going to have roads here for 4. We're going to have roads there for 4. And that's going to go in this way. It's going to go in that way. I'm going to mirror it. We have a mirror entity on the field. We're going to do the exact same thing over here as well. Alright, not quite the exact same thing, huh? Alright, yeah, this is 3. Oh, yeah, exact same thing. Huh, interesting. Very interesting. Which way should this face? It should probably face here. And we inverted that. So we're going to invert that again. You're now 4. This one's going to be the 3. A little bit unusual there. What we're going to have in the middle, I don't know. Maybe this is going to be industrial for high tech. Maybe it's going to be residential. I don't know. Oh, maybe it's going to be... No, not enough room. Because I need schools over here, right? I could have an elementary school, but a small one. That'd be overwhelmed instantly. Could have a larger one, but there's not enough room. Unless that's what this is for. I could mostly duplicate this over here. So I'm going to put this over on this side rather than on this side. And I'm going to definitely tune you down. Zeroed in on the area that we're interested in and only that area. Even so, we upped our budget a little bit, as you can see there. There's no police here, which is getting me annoyed. I need more police mods, because I don't really have very good police stations. I need to look at that. I really do. Maybe there's a police station here. Alright, police station is what that's what's in there. Maybe there's a fire station in there too. A little little one. A little itty bitty one. But since that one's facing that way, I want the other one facing the other way. Yeah. There we go. And it doesn't really make sense for that not to be connected, I guess. Why wouldn't it? Alright, that's going up nicely. Our budget's still a-okay. It looks like this one's going to be commercial as a result of that. I don't want to go too close onto the, I mean, I could put a couple more commercial there, but I don't really want to go onto the beach like that. I mean, this might actually be a proper beach. I don't know. No! Our mall! Where did our mall go? Our mall vanished. I should have made it historical. I should have made that historical. Oh man. So stupid. But alright, now we're doing well. We're doing well now. Not really growing up very much, are they? Let's like raise that at faster speed. Are you actually gonna stay low? Not gonna grow up? Not gonna be a Toys R Us kid? Are there not a million billion toys that you can play with? Whoa, there's not much over here that we can bribe them with either, do we? We've got the high wealth magnets. And that's really about it. So if we want to bribe these guys, we have to go into the 2s on this one, I think. I'm thinking playgrounds aren't just going to be for roundabouts. I'm going to put a playground right over there. With maybe a little bit more in here. Let's cover this on up. This is just a play area until further notice. Ah, shoot. Oh, I hate that bug. There we go. A little playgroundy area. That was a Kickstarter if I've ever seen one. Maybe demand caps. Maybe I haven't bribed them enough. Might be running into some demand cappages. That really should be a roundabout. Would that look weird? Yeah, no roundabout there yet. Any problems yet? We're at 40,000. We're not running into any issues that I can see. However, if I built, like I mentioned earlier, and over here, this entire thing would have collapsed already. All of it would have collapsed. Oh, speaking of collapse, what's going on over here? Long freight trips, I don't like that very much, it looks like. Let's raise the land value a little bit in here. Not a lot. Just a little bit of land value. Just a little. Might make the high tech a little bit happier because we don't want dirty coming in here. That is #1 priority to ensure that does not ever occur. Let's fill this in too. Oh shoot, I just put up, whatever. Eminent domain! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that at all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, just stop building. Stop building. There you go. Now build whatever you want. I apologize. Tell you what. As proof of my sincerity, here we go. You now have a graph to play on. That's how sincere I am. It was yeah, look at that. It was all a matter of desirability, because this instantly unscrewed itself, and this entire area looks nice, alive, and vibrant. So that's pretty much the answer to everything here in this game. It's just a matter of bribery. Open, complete, and honest bribery. So join me next episode where we continue our little rampant bribery and try to kick this up a little bit. Maybe we can get 80,000 people, double our population in the next episode. What do you think? Let's give it a shot.